Hi, my name is Mike Puckett with DataTech, and welcome to another episode of the Cyber Advisor. I'm here with Sam Metzer, who has been here with DataTech for how long now?
I have been with DataTech for 10 months at this point.
10 months, okay. Tell me a little bit about your role here at DataTech.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started at DataTech as a help desk member, so I was fielding support calls with our clients. After doing that for about 6 months, helping develop some documentation and implement some processes, I was moved to project administration. So I was helping the onboarding process and making sure that that went smooth and cleanly for our clients. And after doing that for about 3 or 4 months, I was moved to our cloud services support in our CyberCats department.
Tell me what some of the most valuable things that you've gained or you've learned while you've been here at DataTech.
I think that one of the most valuable things I learned while I was here is I learned my way around a number of different technologies such as Active Directory and Exchange, and I also learned how to really work in a professional environment. I learned the expectations and responsibilities that come along with it and how you deal with clients and actually maintain a professional relationship.
Where did you work previous to DataTech?
Before I worked at DataTech, I worked at Best Buy Geek Squad for a number of years. So
heard of them?
Yeah, it was a fun experience. I actually really enjoyed it. It was I had to speak to a couple hundred people a week about computers, so it was an interesting experience for sure.
Were you troubleshooting? Were you tech support? Were you doing all of the above, hardware, software?
It was kind of a jack of all trades because I was very front-facing, very customer-facing, but we actually do an amount of computer repair at the counter, and especially with some of the staffing issues we had, I spent quite a bit of time actually repairing the computers and playing personal therapist while I was there.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit about the transition from coming from Geek Squad, being more on the consumer level, I'm understanding, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And troubleshooting and helping people with their home computers. Tell me a little bit how the transition from that into DataTech, coming into more of a managed services environment, was for you.
I quickly realized how little I knew. Coming from Best Buy, it was pretty easy to master the technologies that you're dealing with there. But working here at DataTech, we use a variety of very complicated systems and very complicated devices that, it's a lot of fun, but I'm still learning about to this day. So there's a lot more to learn, and it's just a little bit of a different, customers have a much higher expectation, and you're building more of a relationship with these customers. It's not a one-off computer repair. You want to make sure that you understand what this customer needs and what they're looking for, and you want to actually build up a relationship from scratch with them.
Okay, so that's been pretty rewarding for you being here at DataTech.
Oh, that's absolutely been very rewarding for me.
So tell me a little bit about your background a little. Did you go to school for this? Is this something that you kind of fell into the trade and kind of learned as you went, or?
So I actually, when I started college, I actually resisted getting a technology degree because I spent so much time at home on my computer and working on computers that I thought it'd be good to, maybe be a little more rounded and do something else. After being in college for a number of years, I decided that I probably should go into technology, and I started studying programming. During that time, I started working at Best Buy, and while I was working at Best Buy, I realized I really enjoyed talking to people, and I enjoyed the customer side of computers more than I did the actual technical side.
Okay. And tell me what your future plans are. What's happening with you?
So I recently was offered a position at Microsoft, so I'm going to be moving to Seattle here in about the next month or so, and I'm going to be working with them as a technical account manager.
Okay. I know you worked kind of in the CyberCats division of DataTech.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little about what your role was there, and what were some of your day-to-day functions?
So I was brought on largely in an apprentice-esque role in which I was learning a lot about the technologies and learning how to manage the systems. Part of that would be as soon as I started to display a mastery of a system, they would start directing calls regarding that system to me. The day-to-day really depended on what support was coming in. That was kind of the fun thing about working in IT, is that every day is a different challenge. So I got to really practice and learn a bunch of different systems while I was there.
Okay, good. Your involvement with the data center, what type of involvement did you have within the data center?
My involvement with the data center was mostly in the management side and making sure that things were properly configured and everything was working properly. Implementation was largely handled by Kevin Kors, as he has a lot more experience than I do in regards to that. So I was mostly left by making sure that everything was actually configured and double checking settings and whatnot.
Okay. Give me your top 3 takeaways that you're going to be leaving here after being with DataTech for 10 months. What are your top 3 things that you find the most valuable that you've learned that you're going to take with you?
I think that you really have to have a desire to help customers and get customers sorted out properly, and I've noticed that the people that really bond with the customers and care about the customers are the most successful. You have to really keep yourself open and be willing to learn a variety of new platforms and technologies, because they're not going to stop coming anytime soon. So you need to be able to keep up with it. And I think the third takeaway would be just a matter of making sure that things are handled promptly. And if you have to really keep in mind that when you're working with a business, these are people that are trying to do their job. They're trying to get things done. And anytime that they're having a technological outage, that's preventing them from doing that. And it can be very frustrating. So you have to be sympathetic and effective in making sure that these problems are taken care of.
Okay. We appreciate having you here and as the time that you were here, and wish you all the best into your future.
All right, thank you very much, Mike.
All right, thank you. That's it for now. Thank you for watching the Cyber Advisor. Until next time.